Arthur and the Golden Rope, Part 4 by Joe Todd Stanton. When we last saw Arthur, he'd been searching the God's library for a day and a night. It was only when reading the last book from the very last shelf that an ancient piece of parchment fell out. It was an old map of the Norse world. It showed the realms of the gods, the humans and the giants, and connecting them all was the great tree, the huge mountainous world tree. Arthur thought to himself, that was it. The world tree was the mountain with roots. It looked so much bigger in real life, but with no time to waste and legs as sturdy as 2 cooked noodles, Arthur began to climb. And climb, and climb, and climb, and climb. Got the root. Just as Arthur thought he was in the greatest peril, Windweaver swooped down and caught him in her talons. She carried Arthur all the way back to the God's Hall, where he triumphantly handed both glass jars to Thor. Odin, the father of the gods, appeared and emptied the jars into a giant cauldron. With a sudden flash of light, a huge golden rope began to rise, winding its way up through the air. Thor tied the golden rope to his belt and turned to Arthur. You are truly a brave young adventurer, but you still have one challenge left. You must distract the wolf just long enough for me to tie him up. Then I can save your town. Arthur nodded solemnly. He quivered with fear as he looked at Thor's one-handed brother. What would happen to him if he confronted the beast? He would have to come up with a plan, and quickly. The path to Fenrir's destruction was clear to see. It tore through the forest and stopped right outside a small village. The group slowly descended and looked around for a sign of life when Arthur spotted something. More to follow next week. What had Arthur spotted? Will he manage to distract Fenrir? How will he do it? Can Arthur do what 3 gods had tried to do?